Hey, it's me, Nalthazar, and welcome to another Magic Puzzle Quest video. In today's video, I'm going to be spoiling the first of 3 cards that I get to spoil for the upcoming Puzzle Masters 2 set. So, let's get into it. I want to start this by thanking Webcore for sending me these cards so that I can spoil them for you guys. It's really cool to be a part of the spoiler season, and I'm very grateful for it. So thank you very much for sending me these cards to make these videos. The first card that I get to spoil is a masterpiece called Benthic Anomaly. This masterpiece is an Eldrazi Serpent. It's a 17 mana creature, it's a 7/8, and you'll see that it has Devoid. That's what this little circle icon here is at the bottom left of the art. Devoid reads it gains mana from Void Gem matches. So it means that they're bringing back Void Gems. Void Gems were originally introduced to Puzzle Quest in the original Zendikar set when the first iteration of Eldrazi hit Puzzle Quest. Those Void Gems are going to be clear gems that populate the board, and they will give mana only to cards that have Devoid, meaning that if you have no cards with Devoid in your hand and you make a match of those Void Gems, you will get no mana for that match. Furthermore, those Void Gems cannot be converted to any color by anything other than Ingest and Process. So, or not Ingest just makes them, but Process and other effects like that. So just keep that in mind as I go over the card and the effects of the card. Now, the Benthic Anomaly itself is going to read, when this creature enters the battlefield, create X Eldrazi tokens. X is the number of opposing creatures. That's not opposing creatures and their reinforcements, it's just the number of opposing creatures. Those Eldrazi tokens are pretty big bangers. They're going to be these 10/10 Eldrazi critters, colorless. And so when you're making those Eldrazi tokens with the Benthic Anomaly, you're going to be making some really big beaters. Furthermore, when this creature dies or loses a reinforcement, you're going to ingest all gems of your opponent's colors. Ingest is going to make it so that you're going to convert gems from your opponent's color to Void Gems. So basically, when this thing dies or loses a reinforcement, all gems of your opponent's colors are going to become those clear little Void Gems, and they will no longer be able to be converted. Furthermore, as you match them, they're going to fuel your Devoid cards and do a whole bunch of other nifty shenanigans on the battlefield. For Devoid, typically you want to make sure that you're playing a deck around cards that have Devoid. You don't want to be running too many cards that don't have Devoid. So I'm definitely excited to see what some of the other cards in this set are going to be, because as we're seeing this card here with Devoid on it, we'll need to see what other cards with Devoid come out in order to support the use of something like this. This card is going to pair particularly well with some cards that we already have in the game. There are a bunch of masterpieces, unfortunately, although this is also a masterpiece that this is going to pair pretty well with. Something like Knowledge is Power, which is going to give it temporary reinforcements. We'll then remove those reinforcements at end of turn and ingest all of the opponent's gems. This will serve as not only a lot of offense, but also a pretty sizable defense as well by taking away your opponent's gems. Other than that, we have some fun stuff that interacts with serpents. So we have things like Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep, which is going to make it so that when you cast a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, more importantly Serpent, or Merfolk, from your hand, you're going to fetch the first card with lesser value from your library and give it full mana. This thing's a 17 mana card, so you're definitely going to be able to start fetching some really cool things other than this. So I'd love to hear what are some things that you guys think you could run with this card. What are some of your plans if you wind up getting this? Is this a card that you guys find is chase-worthy? Is it something that you want? Leave all that in the comments for me. The more that you guys interact with these videos, the more likely it is that I'm going to be able to keep making these videos for you guys in the future. So I really appreciate all of your guys' support for my channel and my videos and all of that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.